Hey, it's Mike from Maker Moose. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is my very first YouTube hop. So I have Lawn Fawn's Build a House and Build a House Halloween add-on I'm going to be using today to be the basis, the focal point of my card. I'm going to build a scene around these. Interactive cards like this usually take quite some time, so I try to film my entire process, but how long this make was, I really tried to condense it down. So you won't see much die cutting or coloring in this video, and for a lot of the make, I've sped it up. I've had the Build a House for a while, and I haven't used it yet. The same time I got the Build a Barn set, and I've used that so much, and I absolutely love that one. But I thought the house has a lot more add-ons, so you can get like I think like a Christmas or a gingerbread set. I think there's a springtime set. There's all sorts of stuff, but I thought what a perfect time to get this Build a House Halloween add-on. So I'm gonna get started some die cutting. I don't have a plan for the house yet. I don't know what color it's gonna be, but I'm just gonna start snipping these apart, and I won't make you watch that. But by the time I turn my camera back on, I will have a plan. So I will see you shortly. I think this is the card front I'm going to be using as my background. It is black cardstock with some golden splatter on it that I made in a previous video. So if you want to check that out, it'll be linked down below as well. I'm hoping the house covers up these larger splotches, but if not, I do have this background with finer splatter. All right, so I've got my basic layout here. I'm now going to mark approximately the center of each of these. All right, and then I've got some Chibitronics LEDs here. So I'm going to see if I can trace how I'm gonna want them. I kind of want them to be on an angle so that it's easier for me to get the tape correct. Now, I am thinking, I'm not 100% sure, but I am thinking that the door will be the battery. So that is right here. All right, so I've got a huge mess here, but this is the layout for my Chibitronics. So the negative is going to sit here of the battery, and then when you press on this, it will complete the circuit. So now I'm just going to add my lights. Right, I'm going to get my Copics out and I'm going to color these. I'm not going to record the coloring. This is already, I think, going to be longer than I want. So we'll get to coloring these and I'll see you in a bit. While I assemble my card here, I'm going to go over a little bit about what this hop is all about. So the Fab 5 paper crafters have invited me and a couple other people to join them in their 1-year anniversary hop using old and new Lawn Fawn. The theme is Party Like Ghouls, so it's a Halloween themed hop. I am a huge fan of Lawn Fawn, and so is all the other people in this hop, and I hope what we make today inspires you. There is also a giveaway, so if you leave a comment on each video in the hop, it can be just a comment about the card, or it could be the country that you're in. It will enter you in winning one of, I believe there's 5 different prizes. Some of the sponsors for this include Lawn Fawn themselves, Hollow Tree Hobbies, Cloud9 Crafts, Kate Crafts and Inky and Scrappy. So here, I'm just adding a little more distressing to the house. It just needed a little more darkness. I did also try and cover up a thumbprint. If you are interested in more Chibitronics videos, either let me know in the comments or check out Lawn Fawn's Chibitronic videos. They usually call them light up cards, and they have quite a few. They have specially designed stamp sets that go really well with Chibitronics. I hope this inspires you to mix and match your old and new sets, especially if they're themed, whether it's Halloween, whether it's Christmas or birthday. Shop your stash, see what you've already got, see if you can make something really unique to you. Here I have an older set called Happy Halloween, and I wanted that exact sentiment for this. I was planning to use some more stamps from this set, but I just thought with how quickly I filled that card with the Build-A-House, I couldn't fit any more. I was also thinking of having some Yappy Birthday in there to add to the wolves, so the wolves and the dogs could have a party together, but that didn't work out. But I did love this sentiment. I was originally going to do a die-cut letter sentiment, but again, that house was just a little larger than I anticipated. Typically, I buff off my anti-static powder with a microfiber cloth, but Let's Get Lizical recently posted a tip about using a white eraser to remove it, and it worked great. I also noticed that it does not remove the solar paste splatter that I use. Here I'm just using a sticky sheet to add some adhesive to the back of those really thin window frames. I forgot to use a double-sided adhesive when I cut those out. Now to add dimension to the house, I'm using foam squares. I was originally going to use foam tape, but I thought the glow from behind the house, if I used foam squares, would kind of illuminate the background a little bit, and I thought that would give it more of an eerie look, just so it's letting some of the light out, whereas foam tape would keep it all in. I flipped my panel backwards so that I can easily line up the windows there. And you can see how many pieces I didn't use. So I had this Lawn Fawn tree die that I was going to use in the background, but again, it started to look a little too full. I had lots more trees. I actually did 5 or 6 different moons, some of them on vellum, some of them on paper, some of them on acetate. It took a while for me to get the moon that I wanted, which ended up being on pearlescent vellum with a yellow craft tape to give it kind of a yellow glow. So here's my finished card with the light. I've taken another video here where I've lowered the exposure so that you can see the spooky little ghost in the top window, the spider in the second window, and the moon. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you've missed any of the other stops on the hop, they are all linked below. Don't forget to leave a comment on each one to be entered in the giveaways. Have a spooktacular day. Thanks for watching.